The ground here is littered with what looks like limes or lemons, but they're actually black walnuts. Black walnuts are a type of drupe fruit. Drupes have a seed surrounded by a hard shell that is surrounded by fleshy skin. The fleshy husk material is consumed by husk fly larvae and other insects. Other drupe fruits include almond, apricot, cherry, peach, plum, mango, olive, raspberry, mulberry, and most palms, like dates. There are others, but let's get back to the black walnuts. There are about a dozen species of walnuts in the U.S., with the black walnut being the main one east of the Great Plains. The black walnut tree growing in an open field like this one can grow over 75 feet tall, but in the woods where it's competing for sunlight can grow over 100 feet tall. In the forest situation, they tend to lose all their lower branches, like this one, creating a long straight trunk that is valued for its brown heartwood. Many people think black walnuts are valuable, but a 3-foot diameter log, 15 feet long, may only be sold for a couple $1,000s. It might cost more than that just to cut it down. While they make good shade trees, they don't make great landscape trees. As you can see, they're messy. Most people won't go through the bother of trying to harvest and crack open the nuts. I won't go into detail, but it's a lot of work. And black walnuts are not as good to eat as English walnuts that are sold in stores. As with some other well-known horticulture facts, there's some truth and some fiction to the idea that black walnuts will kill plants trying to grow under the tree. All walnut tree species release a chemical called juglone that can inhibit the growth of some plants. Each tree releases varying amounts of the juglone during the year. Rainfall and irrigation water can wash it out of the soil, and it breaks down or gets bound to soil particles depending on the soil chemistry and the microbe activity. Walnut roots, leaves, and husks all release the juglone, so removing fallen leaves and decaying fruit will reduce the juglone in the soil. Seedlings of susceptible plant species may be the most affected because they don't have a large root system. Trees, shrubs, and perennials that are native to forests seem to be the least affected by juglone. So what's this mean to me? Most plants are not affected by juglone very much, and some of the stunting effect that's seen may be due to shade or walnut tree roots competing for water. If you have walnut trees or are planning on getting one, check online for lists of susceptible plants that grow in your area to see if you will have a problem in your landscape. Another, what's this mean to me? If you have a black walnut tree, remove the walnuts from lawn areas so they're not smashed into the ground by walking or mowing. If they are smashed into the soil, they compact the soil and they become sort of a pavement on the ground that will eventually be made of sharp shell fragments. I kick them to the base of the tree or into flower beds, and eventually squirrels and chipmunks find and eat them all. The ground up shells have been used in a variety of industrial uses, such as for sandblasting engine parts, filler material in dynamite, and a non-slip agent in car tires, and a carrying agent for powdered insecticides. And this is Jeff with the Green Review. Thanks for watching.